So I'm not sure what happened there. Trying to load in and it just logged us out, kicked us back to the screen. Try again. Oh, what's that? Try again. Didn't even get the error message. I don't know what it was. What's up? Alright. Alright, here we go.
Just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the
I have no idea what sort of offense or anything to expect. Got Tariq Hill and Jalen Waddle, so it's going to be fast and deep, I would assume. Hopefully we can get enough pressure.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Two and a throw right away. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back in the 9. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be incomplete.
This drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the punter bailing on now as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, balls over him. And he'll go down at the 28. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 19. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And the slot man goes in motion left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of the team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a toss right side, A-Chain. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense very strong in the victory last week.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Commanders 7, Dolphins 0.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. And McLaurin, the motion man right. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding to no gain.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. This one left side caught by Gibson. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Oh, they're changing this at the line. 4th down, Howell. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Tua. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. 2nd and 7 from the 20. A-chain here. They stay on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's got it to the 43 here. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
6 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Howell. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Another throw for Howell. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell escaping the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Robinson with another carry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Now they go play action with Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 52 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
A gain of 26 yards. First down.
Tua now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Tua to try again on second down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Tua setting up shop to throw again. His throw incomplete.
The struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Down the sideline he goes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
They'll take over first down and goal at the 1-yard line.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to A-Chain. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. No sign of Tua departing. 4th down, they're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. That is caught. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. A-Chain gets it from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. They'll roll him out right. Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Second down and a run by Robinson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining. No no secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
A give left side to Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it'll be first down Washington.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Robinson on a give. And coughed it up. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Bro, fuck these fucking cunts, man. What's that blitz play they always do? I can never beat it, eh?
Now it's A-Chain headed right. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A lot depending on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you got the first down or not. You want that field foot.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 35 yards. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Robinson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they will take a knee here. So a victory here for the Commanders. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the Commanders, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.